Welcome to How to Rock Spirit's Sun Moon Alchemy series. This audio was compiled and recorded by Dustin Cormier, a Leo Ascendant Scorpio with Sagittarius Moon, born in the year of the Metal Ram. All the possible Western Sun and Moon sign combinations can be found and learned about here. This information is for educational purposes only. I do not own any of the following content. For more astrology lectures and my own Cosmic Consciousness audio lecture series, check out How to Rock Spirit's YouTube channel, where I rap about everything from philosophy and transpersonal psychology, to psychedelic spirituality, to tantric and occult mysticism, and even to Marx and Engels and the materialist sciences. See you there! Sun in Fire Sign. Basically motivated by inspirations and aspirations. Recharges energy through vigorous, physically demanding activity and by pursuing new visions for the future. The Sun in the Signs, Interpretive Guidelines. Sun in Aries. Radiates forceful, confident vitality. Tries to fill need for recognition with self-assertion and direct, competitive actions. Forceful assertion of individuality is necessary for full self-expression. Identifies self as explorer, pioneer, the first to begin an adventure, quickly grasps essentials. May antagonize others with too forceful expression of individuality. The Moon Sign and its Element. These notes are also still from Stephen Arroyo's Chart Interpretation Handbook. The element of the Moon's sign represents an attunement from the past that manifests automatically, a mode of feeling and being that one needs to be aware of in order to feel inwardly secure and at home with oneself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. By such modes of self-expression, you are satisfying a deep inner need that can give stability to your entire personality. The Moon's element also shows how you react instinctively to all experiences, with what energy you spontaneously adjust yourself to the flow of life. Moon in Water Signs. Reacts to changing experiences with sensitivity and emotion. Feels comfortable with self when feelings are deeply involved. Sign position of the Moon. How one reacts based on subconscious predisposition. Moon in Scorpio. Reacts intensely, passionately, with controlled emotional power. Self-image affected by complex, turbulent emotions. Confidence sometimes undermined by negative emotions or supported by passionate sense of purpose. Depth of feelings and secretiveness contribute to person's mystique and charisma. A need to deeply penetrate experiences leads to comprehension of underlying motives or to imagining all sorts of fearful motives in others. Fear of vulnerability and losing control can lead to emotional repression. The following information comes from Isabel Hickey's Astrology, a Cosmic Science, copyright 1992 by Isabel M. Hickey Trust. Moon in Scorpio. Note that this is the fall position of the Moon. Dominating and aggressive, impatient and moody, given to brooding, easily hurt and can be jealous, impulsive. Desire is the motivating force. Strong pride and will. Intensely passionate in response to life. Set in ways and very stubborn. Apt to be disappointed in love. Apt to demand too much and not give enough of understanding. Sit in judgment on others too quickly. Greatest need, to learn to forgive and forget. Strong physically. Sensual. Extremist in temperament. Strong, deep feelings, but they need handling. Needs to achieve an optimistic attitude toward life. Go after what they want and usually get it and then find out it's not what they really wanted. In a male chart, will attract a possessive and jealous mate if Moon is afflicted. Sun-Moon Alchemy. The elemental combinations of the Sun sign and the Moon sign. The following information comes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Copyright Charles and Susie Harvey, 1994, again in 2003. First published by Aquarian, 1994. Each Sun-Moon type is a combination of elements. In the following descriptions of the element combinations, please remember that the pairing can be either way around, For example, a fire-earth combination refers equally to sun-fire, moon-earth, as it does to sun-earth, moon-fire. There will be subtle differences, but the dynamic is generally the same. Fire-water combinations. Take firepower and water power and put them together, and you get steam, the power which drove the great trains. Steam is used to cleanse and sterilize and can also scald. Emotionally, this combination has a reputation for being especially given to passionate emotional involvement. Volatile, romantic, moody, the fire-water person has the artistic temperament which can fluctuate wildly. It is a poetic, ardent temperament, courageous in its visions, yet vulnerable in its need for love and inspiration. The poet Shelley, Sun in Leo, Moon in Pisces, exemplified this passionate, artistic nature very well, and could equally be describing himself when he rejoices in his poem The Skylark. Pourest thy full heart and profuse strains of unpremeditated art. When the sun is in water and the moon is in fire, the result is a passionate crusader whose feelings fuel his purpose and art. But fire can make water evaporate, and water may extinguish fire. When this happens, this type can feel unstable, depressed, and disoriented. Shadow side. The fire-water individual often lacks the ability to take the impersonal view, that is, to step back and reason impartially about things. Their approach is intensely personal, urgent, passionate, and for them, life lacks meaning and color if that vital personal ingredient is taken away. Often a slave to the intense fluctuation of moods, this type's volatility can reach fanatical proportions, especially if a cool, reasoned argument is called for. Instability and impracticality can play havoc with the smooth running of their lives. Relationships. The fire-water type is a highly romantic, warm, and emotional person, and to a large degree thrives on love and satisfying relationships. Whilst one part of the nature may want to merge and gain absolute security, however, another part wants excitement and challenge. One part may feel an infinite capacity to give, whilst another part is impelled to devour. This mixture can be demanding to live with, but also exciting and rewarding in the way that it might stretch other, less emotional types. People with this combination tend to feel contained and grounded by earth-air types. Their moodiness and changeability is less problematic as they learn to direct some of their emotional energy into their own creative pursuits. Male versus female. This combination blends the most feminine and the most masculine of the elements. An extreme yang and an extreme yin quality together produces a very creative but also a very volatile and often difficult combination for either sex to handle. Both males and females can experience huge mood swings as they contact first their powerful independence and pride, and then their sensitivity and vulnerability. In general, both males and females will seek highly personal professional avenues. Conforming to convention is not their strong suit. Under the label of the artist, both the male and female fire-water type will find more compassionate acceptance as well as intense admiration from others. In other words, their artistic inspiration and highly theatrical style usually more than compensates for their lack of emotional stability. The following observations about your Sun-Moon combination are drawn from insights gained from astrologer Jefferson Anderson's book, Sun Sign, Moon Sign, an observation of many different individuals. The writing itself comes from Mantak Chia and William U. Wei's Cosmic Astrology. Copyright 2012 by North Star Trust, published by Destiny Books. Sun in Aries, Moon in Scorpio. Self-directed. Excitement and thrill are always a part of your life. You move ahead in the world because of great concentration and ambition. As a result, you love competition. You are defiant and independent, and at times this can be your undoing. It is hard for you to restrain your aggression, and you do not accept compromise well. Those who stand in your way get no sympathy. You have a drive for life that includes the entire spectrum of the spiritual, emotional, and sensual. Mars rules both of these signs, and according to mythology, Mars also rules passion and war. The result is an aggressive person. Regardless of what you do, fun generally evolves in a fight. This includes business, love, and life itself. You're an extremist in spirit and thought, so doing something part way is not part of your character. As a result, when you fail, it is a complete tragedy, and when you succeed, a total victory. Advice should be listened to at times, though, so the next time there is a disagreement, do not be so resistant and prepare for battle, but rather listen carefully. You might learn something. Others might have something helpful to say, so compromise sometimes. You are very creative and have an enormous amount of willpower, but you cannot really succeed until you learn to work in cooperation with other people. Constructive and positive outlets need to be found for your aggression so they can be channeled for success. Your concentration is good and you have an excellent intellect. You want to dig deep with your pursuits and are not happy just to get superficial impressions. There are Aries Scorpio social activists, scientists, and scholars. You have the power of self-rejuvenation, as do all Moon and Scorpio people. You may get in trouble at times or even fail, but you always have the ability to bounce back. You are a courageous and freedom-loving person. Sports like swimming, jogging, or tennis, as well as creative endeavors like art, can release anger better than getting upset with your spouse, coworker, or children. There is a pioneer inside you, and great accomplishments are possible with your ambition and enthusiasm. It is very likely you will explore the world and seek adventure when you are young. You can be very hard to control early in life, though, so some professional training is a good idea. Great success later in life is attainable if you are guided properly. A quick note from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Sun in Aries, Moon in Scorpio, your greatest strengths. Integrity, belief in your own and others' individual worth. Relentless single-mindedness. Ambition, courage, determination, capacity for gutsy hard work, ability to push through your ideas and plans against all obstacles. Your greatest weaknesses: narcissism, self-dramatization, insatiable hunger for applause, determination to put yourself first, impatience and self-assertion which can, unless reined in, become overbearing and ruthless. Images for integration. Charlie Chaplin saves a maiden in distress. A passionate woman sells herself for her cause. The Godfather films.